The scripture of love. The formulas of the probability magic continue in age and tradition, but the virility is dead, by which I mean, at least replaced. Truth owes its medical nature to the establishment of myths of justice. Its curative properties it likewise owes to the concept of sacrifice. Prince, chiefs, and angels all subscribe to the same notion. This is a view primarily based on the prolific abolition of an implied profanity seen in ceremonies, knife fighting, hunting, and the exploration of the poetic. On the ritual of occasion, which comes to us days of the cave glow, I can say nothing more than to loosen your equation of moods to a lunar currency, latter, and by which I mean much, much later. My reign will be seen as an act of the highest love, which is a return from the astral destiny and the marriages between. By that, I mean the catastrophes, which will come from all five corners, subsequent to the revisions, differentiated between the hopes and distraught situations that are only required by the periodic death. Immutable, the cosmic time is repeated. I wrote this in an earlier life, and an imitation of subversion is love's premonition. It is folly into the underworld, by which I mean the day you will read about outside of yourself in an age of gold. For on that day, which is a shadow of the sacrificial concept, all history is obliged to see me for what you are, in love with evil. To keep one's power intact at such a stage is to allow for the existence of what can only be called a continual spirit. Make of your love a defense against the horizon. Pure existence is only granted to the holy, which come in a myriad of forms, half of them frightening and the other half divided into equal parts, purposely and assured. Late is the lover that comes to this by and another walking way, the fifth, which is the number of the limit of this world. The lover is the never really happened. Similarly, all other symbols of absolute reality are the ancient idea for ready their graves, or at least the essence of such. The scripture is directly ordered by the codes of Methala, the origin of sex and murder, defeated only by those who take up these ideas without my intervention. The religious elites is not a tendency or a correlation, they are a dogma, complemented by the influence of the untrustworthy sea and the governance of the stars, dominated at the center by the sword, which is nothing without a victim to cleave unto. This is the love of God, and he would show you more predatory but at the same time instrumental the will of critical harvest. A scenario by which one becomes as he is, of male and female, the magic hermaphrodite. Mark the norms of violence and it barely registers, suspended as its treaties written between the original spirits. This should be seen as an opportunity and in no way tedious, though some will give up, for it's easier to kiss the lover than to become one. The lower regions crawl with these souls, caves of shallow treasures, beating in places to testify by the way of extension, when love is only satisfied by a considerable, incalculable effort. The ending of the words is Amel Divine.